Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to another episode of the South Carolina Gamecocks Dynasty here on EA Sports College Football 25. We're back home in Columbia, South Carolina, looking to end conference play today against the 5-4 Missouri Tigers. Both these two teams coming off losses last week. We lost to Vandy for the first time in 16 years. Shout out to Dane in the comment section in the last video showing us that stat. While Missouri lost, so their old rivalry renewed in Oklahoma. Now they're back in the SEC. But both these two teams looking to bounce back here today as we're underway with the Battle of the Mayor's Cup rivalry. If you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more Dynasty Mode content. Missouri won this battle pretty handily last year, 34-12. But the Gamecocks looking to get back in the win column this year. First play from scrimmage, they go play action, dump it off for the tight end, Joshua Simon, who picks up a first down. He had 7 catches for 63 last week in the loss to the Commodores. Next play up the middle, here's Raheem Sanders, who picks up 4. 2nd and 6, quick RPO. It finds Jared Brown on the outside, and quickly the Gamecocks with 2 first downs. Out to the 44-yard line, handoff for Sanders, who sheds a tackle, falls forward, and he picks up 8. Get harder running already from Rocket today. Sets up 2nd and 2. Now it's a handoff for DJ Braswell, who's been used pretty sparingly this year. Braswell will actually be the highest-ranked guy on the depth chart next year, losing both Sanders and Attaway to graduation. As speaking of Raheem, here he is picking up a first down on the screen. Already 4 first downs on the drive for the Gamecocks, but on this first down, they get stuffed in the backfield. Nice play by the junior defensive tackle Chris McClellan, the Florida Gator transfer. 2nd and 12, looking downfield for Brown, but he takes a big hit and can't hold on. Drops were a problem last week against Vanderbilt. He had 6 drops in the loss. But on 3rd and 12 this time, Sellers extending the play, has a man wide open and is caught for a touchdown. Joshua Simon in the back corner of the end zone, and a great drive for the Gamecocks to open today's game. They lead 7-0. Here comes the Missouri offense led by Brady Cook, one of the best quarterbacks in the country. They'll start off on the ground for a gain of 9. Our run defense recently has been getting shredded. We gave up a lot against Vanderbilt last week, and it's not starting off promising here. 2 big runs for the senior, Nate Noel, as now on the next play trying to get a head start, and we give them a free 5. So the D-line being asked to step up this week, and it's not a good start. That'll give 5 yards from DJ Sanders up the middle. It's now 1st and 5, back to Noel on the ground, bounces it outside, sheds an arm tackle, and he's going to get another first down. Hard running for the former Appalachian State transfer. Next play, he gets another carry. No, this is Marcus Carroll now checking in the backfield. And that's the true freshman Dylan Stewart with the loss of 3. 2nd and 13, outside, shakes a tackle again, and Carroll's going to get free. First down again. Just sloppy tackling. We've got to clean this up. Next play, Missouri runs again. Surprisingly, Cook has not thrown the ball like at all this drive. I would have thought Missouri would have come out slinging in this pistol offense. Here we go, 2nd and 7, short dump-off pass. It's going to be caught in 1 yard shy of the first. 3rd and 1, though, short distance to go back to the ground. Noel's got space left side, and he's going to pick up the first down. Goal to go now for the Tigers. Next play, bouncing it outside. Noel gets maybe 1. 2nd and goal now. Inside 5-minute stripe, eating up a lot of time. Carroll gets it right side. He meets Debo Williams, and he picks up 1. And now Missouri will be forced to go to the air, most likely. From the 7, Cook across the middle. Got a man. Touchdown, Tigers. Theo Weiss, the redshirt senior, with his 12th touchdown of the season. And we'll go to the end of the first quarter, all knotted up at 7 apiece. Both teams with touchdown drives in what was a very lightning-quick first quarter of play. The Gamecocks back with the football here to begin this frame. They're at the 35 of Missouri, and they start with a little bit of play action. Sellers looking downfield, just dumps it off, though. Nobody stayed home on Larvadain in the short route, and he's going to pick up a lot after the catch. Larvadain did not have the best week last week. A lot of drops, but gets a nice pickup there. 1st and 10 now from the 13. Sellers steps up, checks it down. Here's Delivion Campbell, and Campbell's going to run it into the end zone. Nobody covered him short. That's a touchdown for the Gamecocks. First of the season for Campbell. 2nd of the day for Sellers. And South Carolina back out in front 14-7. Next drive here for Missouri. They're trying a little bit of a motion, trying to get Luther Burton involved, and this will not count. It's going to be a flag on the play, holding downfield, and it looks like it's going to go against Theo Weiss. So this will be 1st and 18 now, 2nd and 18, after an incomplete pass. Cook back to throw again. Looks right side. Has a man. He's going to get the penalty yardage back. And Dylan Stewart hurt on the play. He would be okay, but still going to be a nagging injury. Is now on 3rd and 10, trying to draw play, and South Carolina's not fooled. That'll be an end to the drive, and they'll get the football back. Here's a nice run by Sanders, who jukes outside. Raheem Sanders in the open field. They call him Rocket for a reason. He gets out to the 34 of Missouri. A great 54-yard run. And now in plus territory, Oscar Attaway getting his first carry of the day. He picks up 2. Sanders checks back in here, 2nd and 8. Sellers in the pocket, wants it all deep, and this one's knocked away. Looking for Harbor downfield, but it's not going to matter. Holding on the offense, Trey Babalade, who's really struggled with the penalties this year, gets called for another one on that left tackle spot. Now 3rd and 13 for South Carolina. Trying to set up a screen, but it's all bottled up. There's nowhere to go. And instead of trying a 54-yarder, they're going to punt it back to Missouri. They hold on to a 7-point lead. What a spin move there by Noel. And this play's not even going to count either. And again, it looks like holding on the tight end at Brett Norfleet, the true sophomore, will back them up. So it's 1st and 16 now for the Tigers. They hand off right side for Carroll. Nice space for him. He picks up 5. Now 3rd and 7 for Missouri. Cook in the gun. Going to throw forward himself this time. Looks left side. He's got his man downfield and is caught. First down yardage for the Tigers. Mookie Cooper gets out into Gamecock territory. And again, Stewart, that same shoulder, giving him some problem. He has to come off the field. Next play, 1st and 10. Picks up 5 as Noel gets it on 2nd down as well. And Debo will meet him this time. Tackle for a loss again for the linebacker. Now 3rd and 6. They try a draw play, and Debo not fooled again. 2 great tackles by Debo Williams will force Missouri to have to kick a field goal here. This will be a 43-yarder for Blake Craig, the redshirt freshman. Right down the middle, indeed it is, as Missouri will tack on 3. It'll be 14-10 for the Gamecocks as they come to the 2-minute warning. Facing 2nd and 11, Sellers just dumps it off for Sanders, who picks up 7. Now 3rd and 4, trips to the right, letting the clock wind down. Don't want to give Missouri any time. As he looks right side, that one's incomplete. Trying to find Huggins Bruce. Tight window throw, but he can't hang on. So South Carolina will punt it back to Missouri. He also get the football at the end of the half. And this is a great punt from Kai Kroger. Down at the 8. So Missouri with a chance to double dip, but they have to go 92 yards. First play, it'll be 7 for the tight end, Brett Norfleet. 2nd and 3 now outside again. This one's caught out there. And timeout is used for Missouri. Out to the 24 now, looking short, caught. This one a little bit of catch and run, weaving his way forward is Mookie Cooper. He gets another first down, and the Tigers will use their 2nd. Inside a minute to go, still plenty of space to go as Cook looks short, and this one's jumping caught. Mookie Cooper again. Wanting to save their last timeout, Missouri will go no huddle here. Is on 2nd and 7, throws short again for the tight end, and he'll be marked inches shy. They'll burn their final timeouts with 37 seconds to go. As 3rd and inches now, Cook wants it all, and it's going to be knocked away. Good defense by Swain downfield, and South Carolina will get it back. A little bit less than 30 seconds, but all 3 timeouts. We'll see what they do. There's this punt angling toward the sideline, but it gives Jared Brown some space to run, and he's going to get it out to the 34. So we'll see what South Carolina does now with 25 seconds. It looks like they're going to try to go get points. Dump it off short here, 1st and 10 for Sanders, who gets out of bounds. Now 20 seconds left still on the clock. Well out of field goal range as Sellers steps up, steps through the rush, and he's going to pick up the first down with his legs. Nice running there by Sellers. South Carolina will use their first timeout. Coming up on 10 seconds now, you got to start to pick up the pace as here's Sanders getting outside, but only 8 on the clock. 2nd and 5 now. Sellers looks across the middle, gets hit as he throws as we're down to 5 seconds. So this is just going to be a Hail Mary ball as Sellers will throw it up deep for Harbor, who gets behind the defense and will score the touchdown. A Hail Mary works because it's Nick Harbor on the sideline. The track speed gets it done, and South Carolina will take a 21-10 lead into the half. What a finish to this first as the Gamecocks out in front by 2 scores over the Missouri Tigers. Whoever team wins this game will become bowl eligible as of this week, so a lot on the line here, but also that Mayor's Cup trophy. We'll see who gets it in the second half of this matchup. Back here in the second half of this one, Missouri will start off with the football, trying to cut into this 11-point deficit. As again, they'll start off on the ground with Noel. Still surprised at how much they've run the football today. As here on 2nd and 5, he gets another carry, and he puts the ball on the ground. Picked up by Missouri, but a bullet dodged. They'll quickly go hurry up, try to catch the Gamecocks off guard, and it looks like they have. Defense a little bit offset, but they go draw play here. Could have maybe taken advantage downfield. South Carolina was not set up in that set. 2nd and 10 now. Cook to throw. Looks left side. This one's caught. First down by Mookie Cooper. Out to the 46. Again, they go no huddle. In the pistol with 2 tight ends. Handoff left side for Noel, and he's going to run into the arms of Swain. Again puts it on the ground, and again is picked up by Missouri. The judge that time with the hit. Now 2nd and 11. Nobody in the backfield with Cook as he's looking. Got a clean pocket. Throws it downfield. And this one's caught for a touchdown. Luther Burden catchless the entire first half. No longer as he with the big play gets Missouri inside a score. They go to their star receiver when it mattered the most. 2-point conversion try is no good. Ball knocked away. So it'll be a 5-point game as South Carolina gets the football for their first drive of the second half. Coming off of a first where Sellers had 3 touchdown passes. Start off with the run for a gain of 1. Now 2nd and 9, setting up a screen for Sanders, who gets outside, and he picks up a first down, lowers the head. Sellers now out past 200 yards passing already. From the 36, handoff Attaway, left side, picks up 3. Makes it 2nd and 7. Gamecocks come out in the pistol of their own. Off play action. Sellers off his back foot. Just tries to get it to Simon. Cannot. Incomplete. Now 3rd and 7. Sellers being pressured. Dumps it off. And Simon, Brown, just drops it. That's a first down if he catches it and runs. Again, the drop's playing a factor today. So South Carolina will get nothing. Missouri now with a chance to go take the lead as they get nothing on the first run and then nothing on the second. Great run defense by Nick Imanwari, who's been a great star in our secondary with 3 interceptions this year. 3rd and 12. Beautiful pass outside. That one's caught for a first down. Cook with the perfect throw. Gets them out to the 43. Drive stays alive. As the next play, they hand it off for Noel as he gets all the way outside. He picks up the first down. And do a better job of sealing the edge as he's got 18 for 65 already in this game. Gets his 19th carry here up the middle. Nice blocking downfield by the center, Colin Tollison. Frees him for 8. Carroll then checks in, and he gets close to the marker, but he's knocked inches shy. So on 3rd and inches, he'll check back into Noel, and he will get it. Debo meets him, but it's not enough. As now they're inside the red zone. 1st and 10. Cook looks right side, has a man open, and they can't bring him down to the 5. Theo Weiss gets him goal to go. Cook, next play, quick pass across the middle. It's fumbled, and this time it's picked up by the Gamecocks. 3rd time's the charm. They force the fumble on the doorstep. And it's picked up by the Gamecocks defense. Nick Imanwari forces it. But now we're backed up in our own end zone at the 1-yard line. We got to be careful here as we give it to Sanders. Try to give some breathing room. Next play, a flip for Jared Brown, and the former Coastal Carolina Chanticleer will get us some space, but it won't matter. Flag downfield. Harper pushed somebody in the back. He didn't need to do that. So now it's 2nd and 7. We at least get a yard out of it. But they decline it. They want the 3rd and 3, and we're going to make them pay. We pick up the first with Sanders. Interesting call there by Missouri. Fresh set of downs. Brown can't hold on to this one. 2nd drop of the day for Jared Brown. 2nd and 10. Sellers looks short. Simon just picks up 4. 3rd and 6 now. Back to the air we go. Sellers looks short. He's got Larviday, and he picks up the first down. Keeps the drive alive. Good job on this drive by the Gamecocks to get out from the shadow of their own end zone as Brown forces another drop. 3rd of the day for Jared Brown. It's not been his best game. And on 2nd and 10, Attaway puts it on the ground, and Missouri gets it right back. Recovered by the defense. Christian Williams comes up with the football, and we get the football right back to Missouri in our territory as they're down by 5. We're in the final quarter of play. Here's a look at the top 25 as well. All Big Ten teams in the top 4. That is pretty crazy. But our game here, it's a big one. We're up by 5, but it's not going to matter for long because on the first play of the 4th quarter, Noel goes for an end zone. The senior running back will put Missouri out in front for the first time today. They're going to go for 2 again, and this time they do get it. 24-21 in favor of the Tigers. South Carolina's offense in the second half has been very quiet today as we had the fumble, and then we didn't get points on the first drive thanks to some penalties. Got to go do something here. 2nd and 5. Sellers hit as he throws, but he still gets into Harbor. Good catch that time. This time he's able to hold on, as Harbor has 4 for 89 and a score. Next play, handoff for Attaway. Tries to bounce it outside. Had the big fumble on the last drive, and he picks up 3 before being forced out of bounds. 2nd and 7. Sellers dumps it off for Larvadain, but this play's not going to count. Another big flag. Another hold on left tackle, Trey Bobolade. It's been his Achilles heel this year and has hurt a lot of drives. The sophomore tackle. He's got to be more disciplined. 2nd and 17 now, with Sellers back to throw. Faces a 5-man rush in the air, mails it for the sideline. He had Larvadain for a step. 3rd and 17 now. Sellers just wants the deep ball, looking for Harbor, who's got a step, but it's overthrown. And that will result in another punt. The penalty kills us, and we're only down by 3, but less than a quarter to go. Nice pass defense there on 1st and 10. Cook starting to open it up a little bit more here in the second half. There's a short pickup, gain of 5. Now 3rd and 5 for Missouri. We got to get off the field here. Cook looks over the middle, and he's got his man open. Theo Weiss behind the linebackers into the 36-yard line. Missouri's going to go no huddle too, trying to push the pace. They want the penalty shot. They want the dagger. Pick up 3 on the ground from Carroll. They hurry back to the line. 2nd and 7. Dumped off, and there's collision, but somehow Missouri comes up with a football, and this is a big-time play, but it all won't count. Penalty downfield. Luther Burden gets called for the hold. This has been a sloppy game in the penalty department for both teams. So it's only 2nd and inches, though, so they do get 7, as they will get the first down on the next carry. But tight end Brett Northfleet hurt on the play. Now to the 25, inside 10 minutes to go. Play fake goes Missouri, and Cook is going to be brought down. Kyle Kennard off the edge. The Georgia Tech transfer comes through with a big-time sack. Now 3rd and 11. They try to go for a screen to Burden, and it'll pick up some. So Missouri will play for the 39-yard field goal, which they will drill. So they extend their lead up by 6. And we have 8 minutes to go try to make this one a win. 1st and 10. Sellers gets hit as he throws. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Try to set up a screen for Brown, but it's read perfectly. Marcus Clark, this redshirt senior, with a great play. Stops at a yard behind the line of scrimmage. And now it's 3rd and 11. Sellers wants a deep ball again, trying to force it to Harbor, but it's incomplete. Just again a 3 and out. The offense mute here in the second half. Defense has got to get a stop. They've been asked to do a lot here in the second half. Just need another one here. It's 3rd and 9. They try a draw play to Carroll. It doesn't work, so the defense does get the stop. But now we're inside 5 minutes. We're running out of time for the offense. There's a nice 5-yard bubble screen for Larvadain. Got to put it in the end zone. He's got 5 for 47 today. He's on 2nd and 5. Sellers, quick drop, throws for Simon, incomplete. Can't hold on through the contact. So now you set up 3rd and 5. Sellers looking right side, and he gets intercepted. Picked off by Missouri at the 44, and this could be the dagger. Down by 6. A field goal would make this a 2-score game. Defense has got to get off the field. We're also inside 4. After a 1-yard run, this one's incomplete. Nick Eamon Ward with a great pass breakup, and now it's 3rd and 9. Cook will throw for it. Trying to pick up the first. They look short, but it's incomplete. Hit down, and the defense comes up huge. They get the punt stop, and that'll give us the ball at the 2-minute warning, but it's already 3rd and 3. You got to make something happen here. Huggins Bruce takes a big shot, but he holds on through the contact. First down, now 1st and 10. A great catch outside by Harbor to the 38. South Carolina could potentially do this. 1st and 10. Pass over the middle for Larvadain. Another first down. Sellers out past 300 yards today. 1st and 10 now from the 25. Sellers looks for Harbor. Got a free release, and that's going to be a score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They now lead. Harbor with his 2nd of the day. Sellers with his 4th on the evening. We're all tied up at 27, and the PAT will make it a lead. South Carolina will hold on by a point, but Missouri has 90 seconds and one of the best quarterbacks in the conference, let alone the country, as there's going to be a first down dump off, 2nd and inches. They go back to the line, not using timeouts. Play fake here, 2nd and inches, and it's intercepted, picked off by Judge Collier on the outside. He is the judge, the jury, and potentially the executioner on this game. A big interception by the sophomore. And now South Carolina, they just need a timeout, or they need a first down in order to win this game. Attaway gets 8. Missouri will burn the first. 3 yards will ice this one. Attaway again, stopped at the line, but he shakes the tackle and picks up the first, and that'll do it. South Carolina will emerge victorious 28-27 in this one in a big-time matchup to end conference play. We get bowl eligible, and we do it in a classic. Our only evening game of the season, and the lights proved to not be too bright. Sailors 4 touchdown passes, 3 of those in the first half, and we beat the Missouri Tigers. The Mayor's Cup's coming to Columbia, South Carolina this year. We get it out of Columbia, Missouri. And what a game this was. Offense came out on fire, but was really quiet in that second half. But we get the win. We get the touchdown when it mattered. We get the turnover. The defense has been great this season, I would say, for the most part. They've been very bend or don't break. And that proved again today. A big interception by Collier. Again, I was surprised by how much Missouri ran the football. Brady Cook only threw it like 27 times. They ran it well, but you got to let Cook, pun intended, cook. So after the game, we do get one commit. 4-star center Mustafa Ororo will commit to the Gamecocks, as he is a center from Greensboro, North Carolina. Here's a look at some of his game film. Very good up the middle. Could be a solid center for us in the future from Ragsdale High School, as he was a 4-star, was considering us, North Carolina, NC State. We steal him from North Carolina. I mean, he has great finesse blocking, good lead blocking. He's going to be able to get out in space. Only 6'1", 293. Maybe a little small build, but if used right, he could be a problem. We also get 4-star tight end Brian Kennedy from Stall High School in North Charleston, South Carolina. More of a receiving tight end. You know, we're going to be losing a couple tight ends. Hunt is going to be graduating. Simons, soon. And Brian Kennedy could be that downfield tight end that we've used sparingly this season. We've kind of used the tight end as a security blanket, and I think Brian Kennedy could be another one of those players. A 4-star, 6'6", 233, a big body who's got good catching. Route running is not overly that polished, but he's got good speed. It could come around. We get another quarterback as well, 3-star Josh McDaniel from Chester High School in Chester, South Carolina. He led the Cyclones this year in rushing, a scrambling quarterback. We've already gotten one quarterback this season, but, add more to the room. Sellers is also not going to get any, he's still very young. He's only a freshman, but you might as well stack while you can. McDaniel's the guy who's so fast, 91 speed. He's got great accuracy and throw power. We're going to have to find some ways to get him on the field. And then finally, our final recruit of this week, 3-star corner Malik Asante from Sumter, South Carolina. Don't have any game film on him, but he's a 3-star corner. Not as polished as some of the other secondary guys we've got this year, but he's a guy who could definitely develop on the sidelines. Won't be asked to play right away. So that's not the only good news we get. Debo Williams also gets SEC Defensive Player of the Week, 6 tackles, 5 TFLs. So good job for him. A lot of upsets around the league. Utah knocks off Colorado 55-31. And then LSU knocks off their rival Florida in Gainesville on the road. Big matchup this week, Texas Tech and Oklahoma State. The Cowboys trying to stay undefeated. And then the Terrapins knock off Rutgers. The undefeated season is over for the Scarlet Knights as they lose to Maryland. We'll take a look at the scores around the league, starting off with Maction in the middle of the week. We see Western Michigan, Central Michigan, and Buffalo get wins on Tuesday. And on Thursday night, East Carolina over Tulsa in the AAC. Staying in that conference, UTSA gets a win. And then on Saturday, starting off in the Big Ten, Illinois, the big win over the Spartans. Oregon stays in the top 4 with the win in Madison. In the SEC, Texas knocks off Arkansas. That rivalry renewed. And then we see North Carolina edging Wake Forest by a point in the ACC, knocking the Demon Deacons out of the rankings. Iowa State over Cincinnati, and then Jacksonville State beats FIU. Western Kentucky with the win over Louisiana Tech. And then another military school going down. Tulane knocks off Navy. South Florida also in the AAC picks up a victory over Charlotte. Arkansas State will beat Georgia State in the Sun Belt. And then later on, Liberty goes to UMass and wins. Still trying to get that group of 5 spot are the Flames. Virginia over Notre Dame. Ohio State stays undefeated. They're the top dog, 21-3. Penn State edges out a victory against Purdue on the road. And then we saw this matchup, Maryland knocking off Rutgers 38-30. Georgia with a big win over Tennessee by 14. Clemson loses again. Our rivals have not had a good season. They now sit 5-5, losing to Pittsburgh. Arizona State over Kansas State in the Big 12, staying in that conference. Baylor beats West Virginia, and Kansas will beat BYU. Back in the rankings are the Jayhawks. Colorado State knocks off Wyoming by a touchdown, and then Old Dominion over James Madison. Texas State has entered the rankings. They're trying to get that group of 5 spot. They get a win over Southern Miss. Texas A&M knocks off New Mexico State. We saw our matchup, UAB over Memphis. And then SMU having a good year in the ACC debut. They get the 25th rank now with a win over Boston College. UNLV over San Diego State. Auburn blanks the Warhawks 35-0. War Eagle is better, it seems. Troy over Georgia Southern. USC over Nebraska. We see UCLA beating Washington in a big win on the road. Then we saw the game of the week. LSU gets it done in the swamp, beating the Florida Gators. And the ACC, Cal picks up a victory over Syracuse. They're trying to get bowl eligible. Houston over Arizona out in the desert. Utah, we saw them beat Colorado. And then Mountain West, Boise State over San Jose State. Stanford loses at home to Louisville. And then Washington State will beat New Mexico. Here's a look at your latest college football playoff rankings. Rutgers will be moved out of the top 4 as a still Big Ten at the top. Oklahoma State will slide to 4. Otherwise, not much movement. Georgia goes down despite the win. They're now 7th. And Rutgers falls all the way to 11th. Liberty now up to 15. They're the highest group of 5. But don't sleep on Texas State. The Bobcats at 21 and Colorado State at 20. A couple of other teams join the fray. Here's a latest look at your college football playoff brackets. Not much movement. We see Rutgers, they're all the way down to 11. They're now matched up against Oregon. Otherwise, a lot of the same teams we have seen are in those top 12. Remember, the 4 major conference winners will get first round byes. But that'll bring us to the end of this episode as we got some big games next week. Oklahoma State, we saw them. They got Texas Tech. Florida looking to bounce back against Ole Miss. Rutgers, they're trying to get bounced back. They need to win out, so they want to have a shot at the playoff. They got Illinois this week. And then Miami versus Wake Forest in the ACC. But next week, we have an SCS opponent. In real life, it is Wofford. And I'm going to probably not play this whole game just because it is an FCS team. So we'll see how next episode goes. But we got our little bit of a break. We ended on high notes, and we got an FCS, and then finally our rivals in Clemson. Hope you guys have enjoyed year number 1. I know I have. If you have, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more Dynasty Mode content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.